And up in the top left position, 4-team infused, the blue Zerg, Jamesykins. And down in the lower right position, as the red Protoss player, we do have Randy.
That was a very robust way of saying Randy.
Randy.
Was a bit of an aggressive Randy there, Manos. Let's see if he's going to be aggressive this time.
Well, he's one game up, isn't he? And he is going to be aggressive. Look at that pylon on the higher ground.
Yeah, so we're not going to see a Forge expand. Randy was just now saying in the pre-game chat, or in the lobby, or whatever we were in, he was saying that he thinks this ramp is very wide, and he doesn't really like Forge expanding on it. It's comparable to the ramp we have on Entombed Valley.
Yeah, that is true.
And he doesn't really feel comfortable going for a Forge expand, apparently. He went for a gateway expand, gateway pressure into an expansion last game. Might see him do the same thing.
Well, that gateway expand, I actually really quite like it because it allows you to put pressure on, and we saw how difficult it was for Jamesykins to react to that.
It was.
And so I think going for it again, if it worked, why change it?
Yeah, very good point. He's going to be doing the same thing all over again. No signs of a gas being taken by Randy, so we are going to see him probably apply that Zealot pressure again. It depends a little bit on what he scouts. Maybe he scouts something and it's going to make him do other things. He is going to be taking a gas, so this is not the same build we've seen him do on Cloud Kingdom. He is going to be grabbing a gas and might see him go for that Zealot Mothership Core.
Maybe he will. Mothership cores are very, very strong. There's no doubt about that because they give you versatility in the push. You can mass recall out if you desperately need to. You get the time warp as well, which really is helpful when you're dealing with slowlings against, say, stalkers or things like that. Especially on creep, it makes it just a bit easier. And as such, as we see now, we've got the cybercore coming down. We've just got more pylons, and currently Jamesykins is unaware of this happening. So he's got his hatchery getting started, just as he should do anyway, and is just getting 2 lings out, but no watchtowers.
This wall-off makes me smile a little bit. If you look at this, it reminds me of the early days of Wings of Liberty, where pretty much every Protoss did this because, you know, 6 pool so hard to deal with. Have to do this.
6 pool OP. Like, what can I do?
What can I do? I have to wall off. What if he 8 pools? What if he 10 pools? I have to make a wall off like this or I die. That's what the metagame was about for a little while. So this really, you know, brings back some nostalgia in myself. We could see a 4-gate follow-up to go all the way old school.
We could do. That would be pretty bold. Just like, I'm going to 4-gate you.
He could. He is he? Let's see. No, he's not. It's not going to be a traditional 4-gate. It's going to be a sentry coming out. Wow.
Yeah. No, he clearly likes his sentries early on. He gets the force field, which is nice. But this turtling up strategy just isn't going to do anything because, well, Jamesykins isn't being aggressive. He's macroing.
Yeah, he's not doing anything aggressive whatsoever, and this is like the most defensive setup you could possibly get. And finally, a probe goes down and starts that Nexus after the first sentry has dropped out on the field. Very safe build here by Randy, maybe a little too safe.
Maybe a little too safe. Maybe we'll wait to see. But, of course, currently Jamesykins doesn't have to rush to get his 3rd base out. That's the key thing, ultimately, because if you don't need a quick 3rd, don't get it. You can get more drones, you can be a bit safer. The 3rd he should take is actually south of his natural position because it's just easier to defend that. It's due to the area outside the natural ramp is just a bit smaller, and you can defend it easy. You don't have to worry about that bit space between the rock tower and your natural. But currently those lings just poking in.
Nice done.
Having a nice little peek.
Yeah, they picked off the probe. For the cost of 1 ling, so a ling for a probe, definitely a good exchange. Jamesykins definitely going to be happy about that. A 3rd and a 4th gateway coming up. Here and a 5th. Wow, this is really Randy going to be going.
This is a peculiar build.
It is something we've seen before, though. You know, skipping the forge in this kind of expansion build really makes it a lot more dangerous. I believe Naniwa was one of the first to do this in the GSL versus Donregu, if my memory serves me right. And it really hits a lot earlier than a normal Forge expand.
There's an Overlord coming out the back of Randy's natural. It's coming straight up towards the main. Where's it going to go? Is it going to be able to see that gateway? Because if it does, that's a big giveaway. But no, it turns! Oh, no, Jamesykins, go back. Okay, he sees the pylon. Just, there he goes. Yes, he has scouted it. He is fully aware now that that's coming. What he hasn't done, though, and he's even come up to the front, so he's seen the 2 additional gateways and the wall off, knows it's this delayed 5-gate play. So, as such, he should pump a couple of roaches, which is exactly what he's doing. His 3rd base still coming down, so I'd say Jamesykins should be okay now.
I wouldn't call this a delayed 5-gate. This is pretty much as early as it can get.
It was because I was thinking 4-gate. I was like, it's delayed 2 base 4-gate. So
Yeah, it is. In that sense, it is. It's a delayed, basically a delayed one base push. You kind of fake that expansion, build an extra gateway, going to have a little bit of extra income, but frankly, he's only on 31 workers. But of course, it has been seen by Jamesykins. He immediately made all the roaches that he could, produced 2 overlords, and started non-stop Zergling production. Will he have enough?
Well, here we see a lot of units apparently going to try and commit suicide, running into it. The force field not quite on the money, but does capture a roach, and at this stage, every roach counts. Only 5 out.
Oh, what are you doing there? Oh, my roaches! Why are you in the middle of the map? And this is not good for Jamesykins. This weird 5-gate push could actually...
Oh, 2 more go down. That is not what you really want here. You need every unit as a Zerg player to defend this. The only plus side is quite a few force fields were used to get those kills, but there's quite a few sentries. The pylon is nice and close. Warpins are coming, and just all in all, Randy has got a lot of units here.
Yeah, there's only 2 force fields left. How is he going to use them? And is he going to use them in the most cost-effective manner? Is he going to force field the main ramp? Yes, he is. No more Zerglings can get down the ramp. Has to make sure that his units do not focus the overlords. He needs to make sure to kill off the roaches in the back. And Jamesykins so far getting the better end of this engagement.
Yeah, as we can see, Jamesykins getting some nice rounds. The gateway units slowly whittling away. And, well, I think Randy still has enough after this next wave of Warpins to be able to keep pushing, but Jamesykins, he could have done worse here.
He could have definitely done worse. Handled that pretty okay. A nice force field there. Forces a lot of roaches to stay into the main base. Randy, man, he wants to continue pushing. He has been producing a few probes behind this, now up to 34 workers. The worker count has equalized a little bit. What I'm trying to say is Randy does no longer have to kill his opponent here.
No, he doesn't have to kill his opponent. He doesn't actually know about this third down to the south, so he hasn't scouted that, which would be a relatively easy pick-off for him, although a bit of an overcommitment in my opinion. But there's no mothership core. That's the one thing I'm noticing yet again. That mothership core means that if this army gets surrounded, there is no escape.
No, there's not. There's only one way, and that is forward. And that's what Randy is thinking. I'm not really sure if he should be attacking here. Jamesykins 90 supply has a really good roach count, and the zealots are melting really quickly. It's down to pure sentry stalker right now.
Yep, as we've got some roaches pushing their way through and just trying to force this back, but Randy applying the pressure all the way. We do have still probes producing behind this, so the worker count actually near exact even, and as a result of that, Randy can just keep pumping gateway units after gateway units, and is now, my goodness, hold it, brace yourselves, a mothership core.
A mothership core finally coming out. A few good force fields are coming down, and a lot of roaches getting segregated from the rest of the pack, and Randy is being able to pick off a few, but the third base power of Jamesykins, the larva that he's been getting from that, might be slowly getting too much. Randy not really been preparing a follow-up. He has been producing probes, but no Robo or Twilight or anything yet.
Yeah, and it looks like he is going for the retreat. Things, oh, just a couple too many roaches there. Roach speed is about half done, so it's going to really start helping that. Speed already done for the Lings. The pylon's getting taken out, and Randy is supply blocked.
Randy is supply blocked and in a lot of trouble indeed, Maddles. He's going to be falling back to his natural, has the mothership core. The mothership core does not have enough for a photon overcharge, but he his sentries could get caught here. This is going to be used.
Oh, the sentries, so many outside of that wall. Force fields forced, and, well, as we've got a couple of sentries are going to die. The roaches coming up behind this, burrow being researched behind as well. And, well, Jamesykins forced back for the time being. But if we look at the loss tab, incredibly close. Just 200 resources more lost by Jamesykins compared to Randy.
Jamesykins is looking good though, still having that third base up. Randy not realizing that, or maybe not seeing or knowing that he couldn't really go over there and kill it. Would have been a difficult venture either way. But Jamesykins, man, he is feeling good. He's getting burrows, getting +1 Zerg missile attacks. He's getting additional drones. He has the 3 bases. He knows in how much trouble Randy is.
Yeah, and as we see, the side entrance into the natural, the rocks are getting taken out by oh so many roaches. The army supply currently sitting at 56 to Jamesykins to just 38 of Randy, and Randy has only just got enough pylons to keep producing, and as a result he's got to start pumping those out fairly quickly. His robo is done, but the first immortal only just getting started now.
Yeah, very late first Immortal. I mean, we're 13 minutes into this game. It's starting to become
oh no!
Really late.
Randy's moving his army down to the side just as all of the Zerg army comes pushing up towards the natural, but just able to get back in time to get the force field down, and Jamesykins did not want to overcommit there.
No, Jamesykins is now gonna want to go back home. He's been droning non-stop behind this. The mothership core is there, has enough energy for a photon overcharge. There are a few immortals. Actually, where's that immortal? Huh.
That is a good question. Where is the immortal? It is just popping out, just wandering its way out of the robotic facility now after the warping. And as we see, a lot of stalkers are down here. Randy somewhat stabilizing, but he's only 12 probes behind the drone count, which isn't that much. And really, Jamesykins, he needs to start thinking, hang on, Roach Hydra, is that what I'm definitely going for? I need that muscular augments to finish so I can start being a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, he wants to move his Hydras to be aggressive. That's really the only reason you get that upgrade. Of course, going to enable them to move 25% faster off creep. No third base for Randy. He wants to finish this off with 2 bases.
Oh, the Mothership Core. Run, Mothership Core, run. Float. Float as fast as you can.
He did get the down warp down, so that's nice. It might be good engagement. I don't really know. So many Hydras now out on the field. It's going to be so difficult for him. That one Immortal really not going to be able to do much against this many Hydras.
Yeah, the other problem, of course, is Jamesykins does have the 1-0 upgrades compared to no upgrade to Randy. The Immortal gets straight away sniped off there. And as we're seeing, the Stalkers are just taking so much damage. A Time Warp trying to do its best, but nope, the Mothership Core does get taken out. I think Randy's going to have no choice but to GG shortly.
Yeah, he's going to have to GG out of this game in just a matter of seconds, losing everything here, down to 66 supply to the 134 of Jamesykins, and that Muscular Augments upgrade is now paying off. Look at those Hydras, they are so quick, and they're going to be catching a few Stalkers here, and Randy's going to be forced to tap out of the game in just a matter of minutes. Actually, seconds. He only has a few Zealots and 2 Stalkers and a Sentry to defend.
The only way he could hold this off is if he either had a Colossus or, say, Storm, but no.